In a world ruled by 2-year contracts, I have had a Palm Pre since July of 2009. My original one broke about a year later, and this one's breaking a year later too. Now that probably didn't have anything to do with the constant banging it got in my I'm Batman comedy video. No, indeed, getting thrown against the ground and against a cabinet probably had nothing to do with that. So, I have since then, as of a few days ago, upgraded to the HTC EVO 3D. And here's how it stacks up.
The HTC EVO 3D runs on the latest build of Google's Android, known as Gingerbread, has a 1.2 GHz dual-core processor, and chances are you already know that, so you're not terribly interested in specs, so I'm going to be focusing more on usability. The 3D screen is nice and bright, but since 3D halves resolution, you have to place it a little further away to enjoy. There are 3 cameras total, 1 on the face and 2 on the back, that allow you to shoot 3D photos and video. Stills are 5 megapixel and 3D video is captured at 720p, both of which look pretty good, but the potential for sharing is not quite there at the moment. I do a lot of work on Twitter, and adjusting to the virtual keyboard on the EVO 3D has gone smoothly. The interface suggests words as you type them, even alerting you of misspellings. Sometimes it will change an acronym to something you don't want, so keep an eye on it. But there are other options. You can even talk and Android will turn your spoken words to text. Plenty of apps in the Android marketplace to do just about anything you can imagine, and many are free. Since the world craves my updates, I immediately searched for apps that would edit my phone pictures for better sharing on Twitter. I found Pixay, which will not only adjust the look, but add comic-style captions. Now for the bad news. Ergonomics and ease of use were not big priorities. The length of the phone makes it difficult to wake up. I have to shimmy my hand up to reach the tiny button at the top. I suppose there are some apps or hacks out there to work around this, and also there's a silly lock screen that's really of no use unless you have a password set. I also can't find a dock at a fair price. The EVO 3D does multitask, but finding where your apps are is not easy. It really makes me miss the way the Pre handled it by opening several cards, one for each application, allowing you to easily view different websites at once. Battery life is rated at 6 hours of talk time, but incoming calls are a little pitchy, dog. All in all, the EVO 3D feels very next gen. Now I just need Sprint to hurry their asses up and give my area the 4G coverage they're charging me for.
Oh, it took some getting used to, adjusting from WebOS to Android, but the HTC EVO 3D is probably the most advanced smartphone on the market today. If you're on Sprint, this is the phone you're going to want to get. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. See you guys next time.